You know what I hear people saying all the time? That they're waiting for the housing market to crash. In fact, some of my own clients tell me that they're not going to buy. They're waiting to buy until the housing market crashes. Well, Inman News just recently came out with an article sharing 5 reasons why we will not see a housing market crash this year. And I thought it would be helpful if I bring this information to you. Because in the world that we live in today, we all have access through technology to so much information, but we don't always have the wisdom to understand the information. So as your local real estate expert, I wanted to bring that wisdom to you. So let's talk about the 5 reasons we will not see a housing market crash in the US this year. Reason number 1 we will not see a housing market crash this year is because homeowners just aren't selling, and that's keeping our inventory really low. Most homeowners, if they were savvy and well-positioned, they took advantage of those really low interest rates in 2021 and they did a refinance on their mortgage. And it's a really tough sell to get them to sell that maybe 2 or 2.5% mortgage in order to get into a new mortgage for their next home at maybe a 6.5 or 7% interest rate. So reason number 1, homeowners aren't selling. They're sticking with those low interest rates, keeping inventory low. Reason number 2 we won't see a housing market crash this year is because it's really hard to get a mortgage nowadays. In our previous home market crash, we had tons of people getting subpar loans. We had people qualifying for mortgages that should have never gotten mortgages. Some of those people were getting multiple mortgages, but that's no longer the case. It's tough to get a mortgage. That means only the most qualified buyers are out there buying homes, and that's protecting our housing market from another crash. Reason number 3 we won't see a housing market crash this year is because mortgage delinquency rates are extremely low. Mortgage delinquency is when a homeowner with a mortgage is late to make their payment or is struggling to make their payment. That leads to foreclosures, but with mortgage delinquency rates extremely low, we have very low risk of foreclosures, and that's number 3 reason why we will not see a housing market crash this year. Reason number 4 that we won't see a housing market crash this year is because home equity is at an all-time high. If you reflect to 2008, homeowners were underwater. They owed more than their home was worth. We are in the opposite of that scenario here, and it's great news for all homeowners. Homeowners are sitting on a lot of equity because we've had appreciating markets. And so that means that they have an asset that they can actually sell and walk away with some extra funds in their pocket. And that is reason number 4 that we will not see a housing market crash this year. Reason number 5 we will not see a housing market crash in the US this year is because our markets are starved for inventory. In our St. Pete market, we still have about only 2 months of inventory. A balanced market is 5.5, 6 months of inventory. And so supply and demand works that way. We have high demand, low supply, protecting us from a housing market crash. So to recap the 5 reasons we will not see a housing market crash this year. Reason number 1, homeowners aren't selling, keeping our inventory low. They like to stick with those 2% interest rates. Reason number 2, it's hard to get a mortgage. And so we have only the most qualified buyers shopping, and that gives insulation and protection to our home market. Reason number 3, we have mortgage delinquency rates extremely low, which prevents us from the risk of a ton of foreclosures. Reason number 4, home equity is at an all-time high. And so folks are sitting on an asset that they can actually make money on, again, preventing those foreclosures. And reason number 5, our markets are starved for inventory. Demand is still outweighing supply, and it's going to continue that way for a while. So don't wait for the housing market to crash. You will be missing out on an opportunity. If you want more information or you want to learn more about these 5 reasons, do a deeper dive. We're always here to help you, so give us a call.